Hello there, welcome back to Stuff and Things and That and the feature What Am I Playing? And today I am playing the Dungeon of the Endless. This is available on Xbox, Switch and Steam. I'm currently playing it on the Xbox. This is a sort of action tower defense game where you are building the towers but you're also controlling characters as well. The premise is you escape prisoners on a prison ship and you have an escape pod that you are crashing with. The different escape pods offer different modifiers to the game. So this is the bog standard escape pod with no particular modifiers. You unlock more escape pods after you've completed a run. So that one, as you can see, heroes have more health, and the cost to heal them is reduced, but they don't auto heal at the end of a turn. Other game items are replaced with drugs instead of guns and stuff. Armory pod, again, offers different modifiers to the game. So we'll go to the basic one. We're allowed to take 2 heroes into this level with us. We will pick up other heroes throughout the game. I'll just take the 2 box standard ones. We can see their stats there. It's health, speed of running, attack power, and sort of intelligence or wit. Use those to help customize and build the various machines within the levels. A run consists of, I think it's 12 floors of the dungeon that you're trying to get through, and that crystal there you have to carry from the base level all the way to the last level. So you can either control one character at a time, or you can control them both simultaneously. And at the top there we've got industry, we've got 26 industry, we've got 14 science, and we've got 14 food, and 28 dust. Every turn I'm going to get 8 industry, 5 science and 6 food. And a turn, you start a new turn every time you open a door of the dungeon. So we've opened that door now, supplies went up, went into a dark room, and there were some creatures in there. Okay, so if we look at the overview of the map there, that first room is lit up. The room we've just gone into is not. Enemies only spawn in dark rooms, so we will press the trigger to light that room, and we can see that's used up 10 dust. I've got 32 dust there, and I've got enough dust to light 3 rooms. We've lit one of them now. So on this room you can build machines. You've got one big spot there which you can build one big machine in, and it looks like there's 5 little spots in this room where we can build smaller machines. And those machines, the large machines, are a food replicator. So if I was to build that, it'll cost 20 industry to build it, and it gives me an extra 3 food per turn. An industry generator, again, costs 20 industry to build, but that increases my industry generation by 3. And likewise, science, I can build a science generator to increase the science that gets generated. So for now, I'm going to just put some food on there. So food generation has gone to 9 per turn now. And if we were to look at the characters, we can see that we spend food to level up. So Max is going to cost 25 food to level up. He's currently level 1. It'll cost 25 food to level in. And it'll cost Sarah 30 food to level her. You've got some basic equipment. Characters will have different types of equipment. So small guns, heavy guns, swords, spears, armor, and gadgets. I haven't got anything equipped at the moment because I haven't picked anything up. And the characters themselves have base skills. So these skills, they'll get additional skills depending on what gadgets they've got equipped, and also as they level up, they'll get more skills. So Max there has got a pack of dogs, which increases attack power by 6%. Hits nearby. Endless Expert gives an extra 2 science per turn. Sarah's got a back defense plus 10% with others she trusts. Okay, so we'll move on to the next room now. And there's a science research station. So this is where you spend your science. So we spend industry to build the machines. We spend food to level up your characters and also to heal the characters. And you spend science to research other things to build. So for 46 science, I can get a level 2 industry generator, so that will reduce the amount of industry that's being created by 4. Auto dock shards adds health regen to heroes in the room. Kip cannon is attacking the tower, you can put down on a small spot. And tear gas is sort of like a damage over time for the enemy. So I'm going to research the tear gas. So that room is in the dark. Now, as I said, monsters only spawn in dark rooms. And when you kill a monster, there's a chance they'll leave dust. So it can be beneficial to leave a room in the dark on purpose so that it'll generate monsters, so you can kill the monsters to get dust, so you can then light more rooms later on. So I'm going to leave that room dark for now. This next room here. Run back. Hopefully the monsters will fall into this room. Both of my guys can take out monsters. Okay, so we've got another room up here. I'm going to build a science generator here. And I'm going to put some defenses in here as well. So we've already got a prisoner prod. Has an attack power of 8, and it does low damage to enemies in the same room. So these will go on small spots. So that cost industry to build. And there we go. That is now in there. So I mentioned earlier about lighting a room. So if we turn the lights off in a room, there's now no power being generated to that room. So the signs won't be generated at the end of the turn, and that cannon won't operate. Okay, so you need to have the room lit up, provided with power, in order for those cannons and the signs and food generators, what have you, to work. Okay, so the first couple of levels are relatively small, not a lot of rooms to open. So just stand back here, just stand back here. You can see that the tower does its thing. And that glowing orange orb thing, that's dust that's been generated by defeating a monster. So at the minute I've got 32 dust. If I put a character into the room, she'll pick up the dust as she walks through. So we've now got 34 dust. So I'm going to light that room, and I'm going to move Max up into here now, so that both my characters are in the same room. I'm just going to start opening doors around the central area. So yeah, you'll get chests around the levels, and the chests will offer items, so that's giving us a HR manual. So if we now go to equipment, you can see that HR manual adds defense 5 and unlocks team spirit. So we'll equip that to Sarah and see what that team spirit ability is. Defense plus 15 if not alone in the room, and attack power 15 if not alone in the room. So as it says, as long as she's got somebody else in the room with her, she'll get those defense and attack buffs. Put a couple more cannons in this room now. Got the industry to do it. That's still researching, it's not finished yet, so keep opening doors and opening rooms. Yep, some monsters generated in the wave. So this machine has given us 9 industry, so you'll find rooms with different things in. So we had that chest before, there was that machine there which gave us some industry. You'll find rescue pods or cryo tubes which will have another character in. So like I say, you can control up to 4 characters. So they'll let you equip another character if them in a room. Room gave us 9 dust. Again, go back to the beginning. So those 2 rooms were in the dark, so they had a chance to spawn. They did, so it's random. Not every room that's in the dark is guaranteed to spawn creatures, but you do increase the probability. Okay, so we can see the red doors there, so we've got at least 5 more turns in this level. I think that research is finished now, so let's go and see what else we can research. We've got 49 science. So we could get industry level 2, so get that industry general level 2. Big doors. So there's a lot of things that you can build. You can build slow fields, which will slow down the creatures as they're going through the rooms. AoE, damage over time, debuffs, healing pads. So if you're in a room, you'll be healing up as long as you're standing in the same room. So if we just have a look here, we've got a defense there, so it applies. Oh, that's the tear gas that we just researched before, yeah. So we can just put that down as well. Nothing in support yet. So still quite a few more doors left to open. Haven't found any more equipment or people to recruit. Ah, right, okay, so this is a shopkeeper. Now the shops will have different currencies. Sometimes they want science, sometimes they want food, sometimes they want industry. This guy wants science. So we can see there I can buy that gun for max. It gives him attack power of 11, and that'll cost us 12 science. Or I could buy that sword for Sarah, which boosts her attack speed by 3 and boosts her attack power by 12. So I'm going to buy the sword for Sarah, I think, because she's the one doing all the running around, so we need to really increase her speed so she can evade monsters. Carry on with those. From them, draw them to us. It's always a good idea to draw them to you in a room where you've got gun turrets and placements laid down. You spend you have the best chance of survival. Go, end of the round, they healed back up again. So we can see there Sarah's got an ability which will let her run fast. That'll last a few seconds and it gives her a sprint ability. We can go and have a look now. We can probably level our characters up a little bit. So let's max up once. It says if we level them up a second time, you'll get a new skill. Oh no, sorry, level up to level 2 a second time. So the skill he got is verbal abuse. Heroes in room, attack power plus 12. Heroes in room, defense plus 25. So he's buffing people in the same room as him. Let's see if we level up Sarah. She's not going to get a new skill yet. Second time, yeah, so leveling her at level 3 unlocks her skill. And it looks like she has unlocked repair. So that means any machines that have been damaged by creatures, she's able to repair them. So she's now level 3, he's now level 2. Their health that have gone up, their attack. And obviously they have some additional skills to use as well. Some monsters will make a beeline for the crystal here, whereas others will try to attack modules that you've built. And other monsters will always follow your heroes. The game will end if this crystal is destroyed, and the crystal is destroyed when you've got 0 dust left. So once the creatures start attacking that crystal, dust will start to go down, and once dust hits 0, it's game. We've just got a couple more doors left to open. So we'll stand here and we'll see how much harder it is to. So we can see there those blue diamonds. They're ignoring Sarah, straight for the crystal. monsters that are in the room are more intent on being heroes than going for the crystal. So I'm going to move Max out of that room now as well, just so I can demonstrate the towers doing it by themselves. Except we're not going to, because we've only got one more door left. So that is the exit. We have to carry the crystal to this room, and that will end this particular floor for us. And that's the last door. So, the reason you want as much dust as possible at the end of the level is because you want to light your way to the exit. Because when you pick up the crystal, you're going to walk very slow. You want your route to the crystal to be lit up, so monsters aren't going to spawn in your path. So you can see there the route to the crystal is off to the left and up. So if we just go into each of these rooms, give them power, you can now see that I've got a full lit path to that exit. Now I've got enough power to light one more room, so I'm going to light this room to the right here. That'll stop creatures spawning in that room and then coming to intercept me here, because I've got to run through a couple of rooms with the crystal before I get to there. So if monsters spawn out of this room, they're going to get here and intercept me. So I'm going to send Sarah down into this room. I'm not going to pick up the crystal just yet, I'm just going to assess the situation. So monsters are going to spawn from those top couple of rooms. So as soon as I pick up that crystal, run for the exit. So I'm just going to send her to the exit. Switch to Max. I'm just going to slowly follow her to the exit. So you can see all the monsters are spawning in all of these rooms, and they'll keep on spawning until we leave, basically. So Sarah's in the lift, Max in the lift, and there we go. That's the first floor done. You get a little bit of exposition in the lift, a little bit of banter. As you unlock different characters, some of the characters will have relationships. They may be friends with each other, or they may be enemies with each other, and they'll have specific dialogue between them. So it's worth experimenting which characters you take on missions with you, because they may apply bonuses or penalties. Like one character may not like the other, and they may not want to be in the same room as that person. Otherwise, they'll tank their skills, that sort of thing. Can build straight away as soon as you open the door. You don't need to wait till you've killed the creatures. And you can see things can start to ramp up quite quick, because there's now 2 doors to the crystal. So if we were to examine this, you have to make that, and it's going to generate 9 dust. So yeah, if we would now go down and open this door at the bottom, we've now got 2 areas, 2 different directions that monsters are going to come from. So this is why it becomes apparent that you need more than one character, because you want to camp them out at the various entrances to Crystal. Science jump. Tear gas. So you'll see these stells every now and then. They usually last for about 4 or 5 turns, and they'll give a random buff. So this one, for example, is giving everybody on the floor 100% speed boost, and that's going to last for 8 turns. So the characters will be running around really quick. So it's a research station. So research Kip Cannon, which is another weapon, tactical hood, boost attack power. Hollow Hero is sword. hologram with hit points, makes the enemies attack them instead of the heroes. So yeah, like I say, the creatures get harder, tougher, and the amount of food you get becomes less and less, the amount of dust becomes less and less, so it becomes very difficult to light rooms. I mean, at the minute we've got the luxury of 75 dust there, so we can light 7 rooms, but that's going to be a lot less on high levels. You may only have 30 odd, 40 odd, so you have to be very choosy about what rooms you want to light up. So you can see here, Dina is a level 2 medical professional, and it'll cost 34 food to recruit her. So there we go. We've now got our third character, and she has a healing ability. Just look at her equipment, she's not carrying anything. Look at her skills. She gives health regen to heroes in the room and on the same floor. 10% here defense boost, and monsters don't slow her down. So she can run through a room with monsters in, and it won't slow her down. So we'll camp her out up here. Let's continue on with those. So all the defenses are. And you can see there, that icon there means the monster is attacking that research station. It's gone down. They will attack those research stations, and they will in fact destroy them. So it is beneficial to go save those things, because there's nothing worse than being 1 or 2 turns away from finishing a research and having a monster destroy the research stations. It's good to keep an eye out for those things. Okay, so the kip cannon's unlocked. Here, draw these enemies out to us. Just open a couple of rooms. Let's go and see what the research here, so we can get industry generator 3, defense boost, Tesla coil, attack power, and I can improve my TNT. So modules can generally go up to level 4. So let's research the Tesla. Yeah, so there's a lot of different modules that you can build. So in the major ones that take up big slots, you can get an emergency generator. So if you're out of dust, you can plonk an emergency generator down, and that will power a room for you. There are other buffs that you can get here, which will increase the output of the things in the room or the machines on the floor. Your support, so buffs for you and healing stations and what have you. Different types of attack weapons, so we saw the tear gas, the kip cannon, the Tesla coil. So yeah, there's quite a lot of different towers there, a lot of variety, and the different monsters will take different types of attacks are more effective against them. So we unlocked a spare mag there. It's probably going to be ammunition. So as we can see, because I've not lit up those rooms, the monsters are coming thick and fast. So what's that spare mag do? So that makes somebody's wit less, so it makes them less intelligent. It does boost their attack though, so we'll give that to max. You need wit because it helps you do things like repair machines or operate machines. So once you've got the operate machine ability, if you're in the same room as a machine, you kind of boost the output, or you boost the effectiveness of that machine because you're essentially operating it. So you're increasing its effectiveness. So yeah, that's Dungeon of the Endless. Nice resource generating tower defense type game. You are actually controlling heroes as well. You can play it multiplayer. In multiplayer, each person takes on different heroes, so you're not having to juggle all 2, 3, or 4 heroes yourself. They can be played by different people. In a 2-player game, you can play 2 each or whatever. I've played it that way quite a bit with my mates. It can be prone to quarterbacking a bit though, because at the end of the day, you kind of it's one person's idea of, all right, we need to build this here, we need to build that there, we need to build a turret here. But yeah, I mean, you can cooperate and collaborate, offer opinions and stuff. But anyone can pretty much build in any room, so you're not restricted to just one of the characters being able to build. So everyone will have something to do. Yeah. So this is out on most platforms: Steam, Switch, Xbox. There is a sequel coming soon, Endless Dungeon 2. That is a more, it looks like a more of a isometric third-person Diablo style view. And graphics look a lot, I want to say a little bit more cel-shaded rather than pixel arty. It looks like you're going to have a little bit more control over your character. Because like I say, these guys are just swinging their swords and shooting their guns automatically. I don't know if that's going to be the case in the sequel. They've not really had much information. So we've got another shopkeeper here. He wants to buy things for food. That shirt will give 4 defense. That shirt will give 6 defense, but it'll slow them down by 1 and give them maximum hit points by 100. Okay, we'll give that to Sarah, because she's already quite fast. Give that other shirt to Nick. So yeah, there we are. Dungeon of the Endless. It's been out for a few years, but I keep going back to this game. It's one of those games where you can just pick it up, do a run, or just play a couple of floors. You don't have to play a full game. I mean, doing all 12 floors can take about an hour and a half to 2 hours. It does save your progress, so you don't have to do it all in one go. You can. You saw there she was repairing that gun because it took a little bit of damage. Yeah, you don't have to play it all in one go. It saves your progress. You can come back to it between floors, or even halfway through a floor. And yeah, it's got that just one more go appeal, because you're unlocking different modifiers with escape pods and unlocking other characters, different abilities. I wouldn't say the variety's there, but replayability factors there. As we can see here, things can get pretty frantic quite quick. Cool. Okay, that's Dungeon of the Endless. Thanks for watching. I've been Craig, and this has been What Am I Playing? If you like it, go pick it up. Please like, share, subscribe, and keep watching the channel for more content in the future. Bye for now.